Karibu sana to another episode of the Tunado podcast. Hii ni episode 12. Najua umesikia some episodes from the 9th or rather from the 10th and the 11th zilikuwa a bit different. Zilikuwa minisodes that we record a while back. People were unavailable. People have lives to live, things to do, purposes to pursue. But every now and then they find time and space to show up and try and do this very useless activity, some might say. But we are here. Karibu sana, shukran kwa kusikiza for the first time ever on a Tunado set. You have myself, African, and the one and only, the extraordinaire, the exceptional rapper, poet, writer, performing artist. Najua nashanga
Irauka. Or as he prefers nothing.
That's who for the first time ever. That's who we have. That's who we have with us today, with me today.
The return of the prodigal son.
Manze ulimsikia kwa episode 3 na 4 akadisappear.
But on the
Ukamsikia
12th episode, I rose again.
Okay. Kwa disciples.
It'll take a while. Easy.
How sad.
You,
What do you have?
I don't send the wrong message. Like I have just 12 men following me.
What wrong message? I'm talking misinterpretations.
Yeah.
Or not, at least your time things were shrouded in mystery.
Nah,
Hatujui
yeah.
whether these things happened or not. So
Yes,
tuna speculate.
Yeah,
But
but
hizi
if
time zetu speculations iko low.
it's very easy to confirm. Kuna footage tu itatokea. Then maruma tu ziingiangi tu.
Rumors
But-
zitasaidia career yako at least.
Can you make career is that bad?
You need unahitaji
I don't think
unahitaji kiki
I don't think I need a scandal. I need a
as they call it. Tunaweza konja a scandal kati yako na Zaituni.
ooh. Yeah, and then throw an Rico in the mix like a love triangle.
Si.
Sort of. But ni venye
Sasa
saa
Zaituni alikuwa Tusker, watu wanamjua,
yeah.
then kuna ananipenda. Sasa takuwa
hawajui ni nani. Plus kuna some exclusive kunazo.
we can craft something. We can develop something. Alafu tuone
The
kama
betrayal of the century. They used to play together.
man, kumbe kulikuwa na something deeper.
It's like the Beatles and Yoko Ono. It's always a woman.
The Beatles.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So
Hey,
karibu
Salama,
sana
it's been a while.
to this one. Yeah,
Wow.
we have our very own here. Najua unafurahi kusikia sauti yake, yangu umechoka nayo, unaisikianga kila time.
Yeah. Ka ufurahi usijali. It's a rare occurrence. It's just an isolated incident.
Very rare.
It's
Once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
So kwanza tuanze na shoutouts upande wangu. Sijui kama Roger uko na people who when you end listening to us, so maybe not. You know.
Yeah. They're
So,
I think they prefer to remain
To remain anonymous.
Yeah.
Quick and huge shout out to Mutsi, to Omari, Abi, Whoopi, Evia, Omboy, Karori, Nyanchama na Keitisa. The last two sana wanakuja kwa comment section, wanachangamka. Asanteni na nyinyi wote wenye nimetaja. Asanteni sana for listening to our podcast with our 2 listens after 2 weeks. Unajua
Still counts,
useless
man.
endeavor.
Still counts, man. Those are 4 years.
Huh?
4 years if it's 2 listens.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's 2 years that I've listened
Yeah.
twice.
Hii hesabu ni mbovu. Kuna our 3-5 views kwa YouTube, so
That's not bad.
tunashukuru. It's not bad,
Yeah, again, scandal. We tukutafutia scandal na nani? Basa, we kwanza kuna very many opportunities. Very many opportunities, yeah.
Sawa, tutakaa tuongee. After tusha draft.
Yeah, we can try see if Charisma can write a song about, but sasa ukujangi hizi my events, ratchetry, saa.
Kwanza kuna siku nilikuwa Bia District. I think ilikuwa ile siku Fia alikuwa na show.
Oh, the nini?
Return. Yes, return ya Fee.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa hiyo siku ama ilikuwa show ama ilikuwa Costa. I think ilikuwa Costa or whatever. Nakumbuka hiyo day niliambiwa na watu kaa watatu that nafanana na Charisma. For the first time
Walisikia kunywa dredi.
Hiyo siku ushaambiwa nafanana na Charisma. Ushaambiwa nafanana na Charisma. Ushaambiwa zili within 10 or 15 minutes. I think ilikuwa show ya Costa.
Venye sija register sura yake, acha nita go back and
confirm.
Confirm.
Nikuulize but sasa.
Yeah, can confirm. I don't yeah, but yeah, actually we can do that right now.
Confirm uniambia uko na any people wenye wamekuwa kisikiza hii podcast yetu.
Yeah.
When you may disappear from the prodigal son returns.
Yeah, there are a few. Okay. You know yourself.
Awako.
Yeah, you know yourself. I want to thank each and every one of you. You're too many to mention my name.
my people, asanteni for listening na kusupporting podcast. Mmetushikilia. Asanteni sana. So, going forward, tutakuwa tuna explore Charisma, usisahau what you're searching for.
Yeah.
Tutakuwa tuna explore a new structure, a new podcast structure. Tutakuwa tuna introduce new elements to the podcast, new segments, new pillars. Then you will let us know what you think about the segments and the pillars and the elements that we introduce as part of our new structure. Give us your feedback. We are experimenting. We will tweak and see what works, what doesn't as we go. But that is something that we want to explore. So we shall be delving into that as Roger naeka simu yake against my face kujaribu kuconfirm the similarities kati yangu na Charisma, kuconfirm whether the sentiments are true or false. After your research, findings zako ni zipi kakangu?
Mi naona tu dread tu.
Ni dread tu?
Yeah. Na kandevu at the stubble.
For him?
Yeah. Okay. It's actually, I think you can file it under racism, the whole black people look alike thing.
Black on black racism. Black on black crime.
Yeah, you remember when I used to wear the Marvin?
The black one ama ile stripes.
Ile stripes. Yeah, kulikuwa na swali kusema na ka chronics.
Umeisema kujisifia.
I mean, others get compared to Charisma, The rest of us is
kuna beef na Charisma?
No, actually no.
Okay. Takuandikia ngoma.
Yeah. I saw his performance though.
Yeah. We shall be getting to
survive stage. But you're talking
that
about
performance. So we're going to explore a new structure moving forth. So we shall be having 5 segments and 4 pillars that we shall be centering the podcast on. Utatuambia vile una feel, what you think, kwa comment section. Tupatie your feedback.
Do you want to take them through the...
Karibisha. Wata zisikia as they happen. So ni tu kuwapea the overview that tutakuwa na 5 segments and 4 pillars, and some of those we shall be touching today. So utasikia some of them ni gani. Kisha kila episode itakuwa na its own uniqueness, as you shall see moving forward. Kujaribu tu kitu tofauti. tuone kile tunado. So tutaanza na this segment, itakuwa regular segment, inaitwa somo la siku. Somo la siku itakuwa a quote, a reading, saying, some form of wording, written, verbal, about anything na from anywhere. It can be as serious and or as trivial. So today, our prodigal son,
Isaiah.
prodigal brethren, mwenye amekuwa compared to Chronics, ndiye atatufanyia somo la siku for
My
today.
past life. So yeah,
Tuambie what you have for us.
so this is a quote from
An article.
no, it's not an article.
Article ya job.
Yeah,
CTA.
sijakuwa nikisoma. It's from a video by Mr. Mick Jenkins. And
Mop?
no.
Okay.
Calm down.
Okay. Sawa.
Calm down, man. Ulisikiza project zake finally, because I know you are too all of them.
Yes,
up until Patience.
bado ile ndio niliambia.
The
Between
or More Than Anxious.
That one ndio imebaki.
You know, I can't find it on streaming platforms anymore. Yeah.
Basi ndo maana sikuisikiza because mi nilifollow chronology
Yeah.
the available projects.
There's a song
Iko
called,
YouTube?
I think iko YouTube, because there's a song called C.
Illegal stuff.
C is for cash money. And but anyway, so the saying goes, the first act of violence that patriarchy demands of males is not violence toward women. Instead, patriarchy demands of all males that they engage in acts of psychic self-mutilation, that they kill off the emotional parts of themselves. If an individual is not successful in emotionally crippling himself, he can count on patriarchal men to enact rituals of power that will assault his self-esteem.
Does he say that ama it's a written?
No, it's a written.
Kwa the video.
Yeah, it's a
Ni video gani? I feel ni kama nimeiona.
Yeah, you've probably seen it. It's from his new project, Patience. If you know, acha tu ka trivia kidogo nini. Yeah, let's see. Slide in a comment if you like a
that's Mick Jenkins.
Yeah, it's
a project.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni somo la siku from our brethren. Hiyo itakuwa a recurring segment kwa the podcast. Sasa our podcast for today, each day tutakuwa tunatumia one pillar and we have 4. The pillar itakuwa ina determine the show, the episode in its entirety, what we shall be focusing on. And today ni tunado tidbits, whichever that is pillar yetu ya leo, and hii ina focus on current affairs and events and trending topics. So nili feel this would work kwa sababu hatujafanya this in a long time. We haven't recorded in a while. The last time tuli record ni more than a month ago, yenye ilienda imekuwa episode 9 tukiwa na Slim Shaka kabla Slim a travel, and this is our 12. So
he's back, yeah?
The 10 na 11 hizo zilikuwa minisodes that we'll record a while ago. So nika feel we have a lot to reflect on, catch up on. So to summarize all of those things, then tunaweza endelea kucover our other pillars kwa following episodes. Then we shall be rotating from place to lianzia once we complete all the pillars. So sijui if this is something you're interested in. Ulikuwa niambia uja watch news in a while.
No. I'm already depressed, you know.
Na nimekuambia tujaribu kuomoka unakataa, but at least tumeona kunaweza kuwa na prospects with the Zaituni triangle. So
I will sit and talk to them, because you know they have to be lazima ukwe.
October ilikuwa wiki ya kwanza ya October, na interestingly ilifanyika usiku. And when I thought about that, nilijiambia this is fascinating kunote, because when the government ili announce prices za fuel kupanda, ilifanyika pia magizani. I think ilikuwa literally kituka 11 pm, breaking news, kesho bei ya ngata inapanda. So what I am referring to ni cabinet reshuffle pia ilifanywa magizani. Announcements imeingia that kumekuwa na a reshuffle. Kulikuwa na speculations before it happened, speculations about it happening. Ilikuwa a year after the regiming into power. Kulikuwa na hizo talks za some CSs not performing well. Kulikuwa pia na one particular state house meeting that really happened a few weeks before the reshuffle, or 2 or so months or a month, somewhere there, where Ruto aliongea, Mudavadi at the time alikuwa prime cabinet sec, aliongea, deputy pia alizungumza, Rigathi walikuwa wana admonish tu ma CSs na kuwapatia warnings na kuambia wafanye kazi yao, mbona mmechelewa. Ruto anasema msiniambie kulikuwa na traffic, and Mudavadi na Rigathi ku reiterate hizo sentiments. So kulikuwa na hii apprehension that okay, maybe kutakuwa na reshuffle, watu watachujwa. Kina Babu na Mwamba alikuwa na scandals za uniform or questions about that. Ruto mwenyewe alisema watu wajui kazi wanafaa kufanya kwa dockets zao. So there was that conversation. Sijui kama ulifollow the reshuffle or if you have any sentiments regarding the reshuffle, any concerns, whatever kuhusu ama tujui hii shughuli
No,
ili go down.
I know there was a reshuffle. I know I think the main one was Moses Kuria kutolewa trade,
investments na industries.
yeah.
Was he the loudest
Because he was
pia alikuwa pia kwa news cause hiyo episode tulirecord na Slim na kumkuwa tukiongelea story ya ngata na statements zake za kuambia watu chimbeni.
Exactly. So it was yeah, but do you feel the reshuffle has changed everything? Because it's like what maybe like
3 weeks or so.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks
going to a month right now.
Actually, it is going to a month. The thing about the reshuffle ni I think performances governments na their cabinets kuanga tricky because on one hand utawaona kwa news kwa different fora wakisema what they're doing and what they're up to, pesa fulani imetolewa, this project is being worked on, we have started this, we are doing this, the follow up to this is that. Lakini inakuanga always a challenge kuwa able quantify na kuona the tangibility of it. So for now, for instance, kuna education, kuna exams zimekuwa ziki happen hii wiki. Kuna stories za area zile ziko na insecurity. Kuna challenges zile students wako now as always kureceiving papers, kuna cheating.
That has been there since like
forever. Forever. Kuna hiyo, kuna of course, so that ties to education, that ties pia to docket ya Murkomen with the transport.
And then there was a whole proposed although I don't know if it was accepted or not, walikuwa propose a new grading system to increase the number of students who are going into universities.
Something that nilisikia PS akisema Kipsang alikuwa anasema cause kuna huge number of students wenye wako unregistered. Sikufuatilia kujua what the process would be na whether lipeana details, but nilisikia alisema wata ensure those students wameenda form 1 na wametransition. Sasa sijui wataifanyaje if you didn't register and you didn't do the exam. So sijui how that would go. Pia wana phase out this 844 system. Wana phase out the 844 system to the new system. So kuna hizo concerns na pia sikuwa najua, but nilikuwa naambiwa ati a lot of parents wali eka their students as candidates wenye from class 6 instead of kwenda 7 waliwarukisha to 8
to 8.
due ya their concerns with this new system na hizo uncertainties. So nasikia the number ika increase ya candidates at 1.4 or so.
So niliskip class 6.
Ulieskip?
Yeah, I skipped class 6.
Oh, you skipped. Ulieskip na jambi ulieskip.
Yeah, nilieskip.
Ulikuwa chopi?
Mbaya.
Sa yuko hapa. Tunafikiria scandal ya kukufanyia ndio uko famous.
Say niko in the streets. Yeah. Education is not the key.
So there is that. Kuna story ya water na sanitation which previously ilikuwa ya Wahome mwenye amepelekwa to housing na lands. Na nasema story ya water because of rains, El Nino, which never happened.
And then now it looks like it's... Yeah.
Alafu najua a week or 2 back Ruto alisema hiki kitu itakuja.
Yeah, and then a week or 2 before that, I don't know how true they are, but apparently Nairobi had bought like boats.
Yes.
Which is
the county government. Sakaja alikuwa ameshika boat.
Yeah.
In case mwanze float town. Unapewa maboats pale City Hall. Mnaswimani row your boat gently down the
street.
Merrily. Kama ulikuwa hapo you're getting that reference. So kuna hiyo internal security na feel for the 1 year that they've been in power.
Sorry, ungedhani hizo boats ni zilikuwa za Uhuru Park, zile za kupedo na zingekuwa na hizo na
unajua nilikuwa naambia story, nilikuwa nataka confirm kwanza nilikuwa nauliza hizi boats ziko wapi,
ama ni maraft walibaya alafu na confuse na boats
ziko. Sasa nafikiri hata sasa kani raft ziko
City
na ni ngapi ndio sasa utakuwa pale UTC una float hivi kielekea Mudhurwa unafikaje City Hall upatie boti yako kwenda Oyole
ziko City Hall start dispatchiwa like
na machopa
after kunaanza kuflood zinapelekwa na hiyo pickup ya Kanjo.
ni hilarious, but there is that, and kufikiria hizi dockets niko nasema I think for the past 1 year that they've been in power, I think Kindiki amekuwa very busy juu ya internal security. Kumekuwa na a lot of banditry happening in different counties, so kumekuwa na a lot of activity regarding docket yake. Nini ilitulia, health ilitulia, haikuwa kata imya Kagwe because Kagwe was busy
with the COVID and
alikuwa busy sana
and
ilikuwa
wanted in Nairobi,
ilikuwa busy watu wana catch strays leo kwa podcast. So sijui I feel kuna hata education, speaking of, kumekuwa na pesa imetolewa na the king which we shall talk about. Amepeana 4.5 million euros which na translate to 800 yes, kufund education. Kwanza
hizi vitu ziwanga very vague.
Hiyo ni ya Kuria na niaka kwa transferred to tourism tour, mwenye alikuwa hiyo docket akaenda place ingine, so ilikuwa tu kumove watu. Ababu alimaintain position yake, hakutoka. Nangoja kuona kile atafanya with Stadia because ya AFCON. Ni UG, sindio? UG TZ na Kenya, EA. Nangoja kuona what they will do with that. Now you remember we had promises of Stadia from the Jubilee government in 2017.
The amount of memes that were circulating when your story really happened.
So Kuria akapewa yani kazi ya kuria sasa hata alisema mnadhani nimekuwa demoted, nimepandishwa. Yani kazi ya kuria ni ku ati Ministry of sijui performance, sijui public service and delivery.
Yo, and then a week ago, I think he had created I don't know if it's like a hotline or an app or a website where Kenyans can make complaints about incompetence in
The government.
in the government. And it was so funny having Moses Kuria create a platform where Kenyans
watu
can
ku-
complain about incompetence.
Utapata wali create na Itumbi.
Hmm?
Wakaicreate na Itumbi. Ilikuwa just kumove watu kwa different ministries. Kulikuwa na concerns za if you said people do not know what they're doing, wouldn't it have been better kutoa some of them yani kuwatoa
Yeah,
na
like
kuweka
entirely,
watu wenye
Wanajua.
wanajua what they're
So,
supposed
yeah,
to be doing
it's
kwa hizo
like
dockets.
it's like rearranging your bedroom. For the first few days, it's like it looked different, but then kama mattress ilikuwa lumpy, mattress bado ni lumpy.
Ni hiyo
Yeah.
haijabadilisha much. And speaking of the president, kumekuwa pia na talks kuhusu expenditure.
The Globetrotter.
Praise wako on tour.
There was a funny
Nasongelea Jackson Makini.
yeah, there was a funny tweet. You know, you've seen the photo of Ruto with the king when they're in the suits and they're talking. There's like the photo that would take, I think he had just landed, like the king had just landed.
Jana ama Monday.
Yeah. I think aliarrive
alifika Monday.
Yeah. So that photo, and then up the quote was hata uko na bahati.
We are recording this on Wednesday.
Yeah, usema hata uko na bahati umefika saa hiyo, mimi nilikuwa ni kutoka natoka.
Angemhata.
Ongea delay kidogo man.
Ningekuwa China, ningekuwa DRC.
Hizo checks za KRA zingetake just a minute longer. Bro, ingebidi tu reschedule. Ingebidi tufanye hizi vitu over Zoom.
So alikuwa anajitetea kuhusu trips zake, anasema hizi trips zinaleta mazuri. Kwa huku nje nikishughulika, nimekuwa UAE, nimetafuta makazi, nimekuwa sijui China, nimefanya nini, nimekuwa US, nimeleta hii. Sasa ndio huyu mfalme ako area amepeana mado, anaonyesha tu yani vile amekuwa akifanya kazi.
Mado iko.
And something that I noticed, alikuwa anaongea akiwa Congo, a sentiment that nilishare some time back kuhusu his Pan-Africanism. Na niliona akisema something kuhusu vile tunafaa kukuwa a free continent.
Yeah.
Na kwa hizi sentiments kibao kuhusu Africa.
Oh yes, he said he made the same general speech at was it the UN assembly?
Na akiwa Kongo alikuwa anasema vile tunafaa kufungua hizi borders na tukue a free trade area. That is something that alisema statement that by the end of this year you won't be needing visas to come to Kenya.
Yeah, I think he's given I know. Is it Angola or Zambia?
I think ni Angola.
Yeah, because and then you know it's even hilarious because I think he met with the Angolan president. Ndio awaka announce Angolans can now come to Kenya without any visa, but then the Angolan president akasema ata review. Ndio ajue kawa Kenya watakena privilege.
Zile situations za kwa msa I love you before they get there.
Like I love you, but like thank you. Wazi brother.
Bado siko hapo.
We're not there yet. We are on our way to being on our way to he's just desperate, man.
Pan-African president with the Kaunda suits.
Yeah, but then after that you turn around and nini
and screw us and screw Kenyans.
roll out the red carpet for
Aish, eh?
for
Eh?
that.
Wewe. Hey.
You know, it's
For royalty.
it's interesting. Nikiwa Oktoberfest with one boy, we kind of bumped into two guys from England, and they're like, "Oh, are you excited?"
Disclaimer kwanza, huyo si wamboi ilimention nikianza. Huyu ni wamboi mwingine mwenye asikizangi hii podcast. Wamboi alisema tusikiza. Yusiongelea kuhusu siasa na hali ya nchi, hali ya maisha.
So we kind of bumped into this two guys. They were English, and I'm like, "Yeah, like, are you guys excited about the king coming?" And I was like, "No, who gives a fuck about the king?" And you know, weirdly enough, they felt the same way. Because you know, kuna when the queen died, there was such an outpouring.
Yo.
Kuna walichukulia personally.
Yo.
But I think they had built a relationship with the king because of how long she had served.
The queen,
yeah, because of how long she had served. But now this guy, like, I mean, get too juicy. So they're like, yeah, man, we also don't. We also don't.
Hawana hiyo attachment yet.
Hiyo attachment.
Tumpatie miaka ngapi? And with the president na expenditure ama na trips zake na yeku kwa Pan Africanist, alikuwa Nyanza also a month or so back, na ilikuwa trip yake ya ngapi tu Nyanza, na amekuwa akienda counties tofauti. Na nakumbuka when that was happening, sijui kama ni yali make the comment ama ni someone else, another leader kwa podium akiaddress the people, alisema ni mtu wa UDA, alikuwa nasema tunaambia, sijui kama alimention ama alisema tunaambia watu wengine, but alikuwa na address DP kimwambia atoke Central, aende other counties, aone counties zingine vile vitu viko, aki make a snide comment kumhusu. So walikuwa Nyanza, extend the olive branch, walikuwa kwa jukwaa na Orengo. Ilikuwa ilikuwa different.
Niliona Rao, there's a photo of Raila with Ruto, and I forget that person, but with the king.
Oh,
like, I think it was yesterday.
Hiyo ni ya jana, because kulikuwa na dinner.
Yeah, there was like a gala.
Jana, because hiyo Rao angetokea ile huko Nyanza, hiyo angetokea. Bado si kuna hiyo ni committee ile wanahavizo talks. Hizo bipartisan talks that is still ongoing. Kuna video nilionanga fulani Kalonzo akizushia Hassan Omar, unajua alikuanga Wiper, walizushiana, but that is still happening. So kuna hiyo extend an olive branch, na kumkaruto akisema ile sentiment ya serikali si ya watu fulani na watu specific. Saa yeye pia alikuwa na hit at DP wake, cause ile comment ya hii ni business na kuna watu wako na shares.
Yes, you bought into the shares, and if you bought into the shares, where you're the one to be rewarded first. Weka buy into the shares, ngoja sana choma.
Sema hii ni kampuni. That was the exact sentiment. Alisema hii ni kampuni. So depending on shares
uko nazo, that you invested in,
utapata mazao. So yeye walikuwa wanambia serikali si ya watu fulani. Yeye alikuwa tu huko the central region, kwa the mountain region, na bado ako tu huko, na sikumuona hata jana.
I don't even think he's in the country.
Oh, actually nimekumbuka alikuwa anaongea na watu wa diaspora kuhusu taxes, I remember. Nimekumbuka tuongelea taxes. Nimekumbuka. But kuna hata speaking of stories za the reshuffle na the mountain, kuna clip nilikuwa nataka kuplay, a very short clip, hata conclude then to move to the next segment. This is from Governor Kahiga. Uni governor wa Nyeri. Ilikuwa response yake on the reshuffle, and this is what he had to say.
As a community, we continue to pledge our loyalty to the president. He can count on our numbers as we silently observe where we are going.
Did the region win or lose?
The region has gained because no position has left us. The only thing we can say is that Western seems to have gained because they didn't have foreign affairs, but they have it. But we can also say we also didn't have public service. Now we have it. Moses Kuria will address Alice Wahome, I'll address Zachary. I will also address Rebecca Miano, and I will also address Professor Ndungu. Any position you hold is not yours. Those are positions belonging to the community, including of Kithure Kindiki and Rinturi. All of you are holding positions in trust for this community that voted for Dr. William Samoei Ruto. As a
Yani imekuwa so long tangu nisikie politics.
na wanasiasa
Like so long.
bado ni wale
Clearly, of course, yeah.
hawajabadilika. Hakuna difference. Bado ni wale. In case ulidhani wamechange, uko na any sentiments? Because when the reshuffle was happening ilikuwa na reflect on youth affairs, culture, arts, heritage, sports. Because youth affairs ilitolewa from sports na babu zikapewa anaitwaje Aisha Jumwa. So gender ilikuanga gender in affirmative action, wakatoa affirmative action. So in gender, culture, heritage, youth affairs lumped together. Kwa regime ya Uhuru, Kobia who was the CS yake ilikuwa gender na youth affairs. Kama pia ilikuwa na public affairs. But hii concern inakuanga ya where do you place youth, arts na culture, heritage, gender? Are you for lumping them together, separating them?
So the first thing that comes to mind is lumping gender and culture.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's especially in this day and age, lumping them together. Unless you are sticking to the rhetoric that we are a God-fearing nation who respects our culture.
Wait, are you for lumping
No,
them or
I'm
separating?
not. I'm not for lumping gender and culture. So unless you are you believe in that whole you know how people say we are a God-fearing nation and we respect our cultures, and the whole gender identity goes against our culture. So yeah, so it's interesting lumping gender and culture together. It's also I'm not for it, and then also I understand lumping gender and youth affairs. But yeah, because again, it I feel issue see necessarily in lumping them together, but who you give it to.
Okay.
And what their objectives are.
Nakuelewa. Inakwanga
But it's in a same ni vitu very wishy-washy, like zinaweza change watu
and that's the
yeah.
hizo zo moviwa.
Yeah, it's like youth affairs auko kwa basi enda kwa nika ukiuzwa kwa stage. It's like siwatao kujeni mko ngapi, ashikeni mbao ingia kwa gari.
Using hiyo analogy ni kama pia auction blocks.
Yeah. Going once, going twice.
Auction blocks and slavery. Yeah, but kama pia ujakuwa ukisikia news, najua msikiangi news, najua nyu kuja hapa for your news. Najua, I know. Hi Suki.
It's okay, I'm also here for the news.
Tumekusort, and also just if you are like Roger, usidhani wanasiasa wenyu walibadilika, usidhani ati your governors are any different, your CSs, politicians ni wale consistency.
It's very important.
Consistency.
Yeah, it's very, very
Consistency.
important.
Especially you need that in the relationship between the people
And
and
the government.
You need
Yeah.
consistency.
Yeah.
It can guarantee results.
Yeah.
Can guarantee results.
At least, you know, every Monday there's something to be angry about from the government.
Yes. Or every other day.
Yeah, every other day.
Kasa inajua maybe umesikia ukakasirika na vitu umesikia kuhusu hii serikali.
Stress jar kupanda bei.
Every other day. Every other day. So, random. This is Tunado Tangents. This is a segment that we shall also be doing here. Hizi zitakuwa random stories.
Will they have like a theme song? Like ad break
Yeah,
after
they should.
security.
Or-
Tunado Tangents. Da-da-da.
Yeah, nifikiria. Kwanza kwa this one, kuna kwa battle rap, kuna na hii motif ya you're rapping about one thing against your opponent, then you bring in something that is very spontaneous and unrelated, and the way you introduce it, smanga random, and then they get into their bars. So there'll be that na sound bites na vitu kama hizo. So in your segment,
Get like a soundboard.
in your segment, and itakuwa a daily, itakuwa inatokea hapa na pale, itakuwa random stories ama random Q&As amongst ourselves. Itategemea na our pillar of the day, so inaweza kuja mwanzo ama katikati depending on the episode. So today ni mimi nawapatia a tangent hapa, and this is a story I came across that I found very fascinating on Reuters. Na the title is Barcelona Museum Throws Open Its Doors to Nudist Visitors. So, a very quick read. Barcelona, Spain. A Barcelona museum opened its doors to nudists on Saturday, holding a special tour during which visitors could ditch their clothes. So, ini Saturday, October 28th. The Museum of Archaeology of Catalonia held the 90-minute tour in collaboration with the Catalan Naturism Club. Visitors viewed the bronzes of Rias exhibition, R-I-A-C-E, exhibition of Luigi Spina's photographs depicting two large Greek bronze statues of naked warriors from the 5th century BCE that were discovered in 1972 near Ries, Italy. Quote, "We wanted to make it a more colorful visit and not a typical guided tour," said guide Edgard Mestre, who also went clothes free. "We wanted people who came to see it to feel exactly the same as the work they were looking at." The museum's website promised visitors the chance to admire the works by posing in the same situation as they are, completely naked and surrounded by other bodies. "I feel the same intensity as observing it with clothes on, but with the difference that we might understand better that nudity has always existed and bodies should not be a source of shame for anyone," said health worker Marta, 59, who was visiting the exhibition. Found that to be
No, you know, it's like a new way of appreciating art. You know,
yeah, mi hata ndafanya my next freestyle show. Nude.
inafaa.
Piga nude. Mnakuja show kila msee tuko nude. If this is an idea you are up for, let me know and we shall explore this idea. Watu wa nudist colonies. Tairabuka yuko hapa. Yeye ndio mtu wa nudist colonies.
Daddy long leg.
Manze no. Aende a showcase. Aende yeye mwenyewe ni art. Anaweza katoa hapo tumwangalie. Anaweza katoa hapo tumwangalie. Watu observe beauty, to observe nature in our natural forms. So that is Tunado Tangents. Tutakuwa randomness indeed.
Would it work here? Like, you know,
Kenya?
National Museum wasemejo ni aje.
Aye.
Kujeni Snake Park.
with your snakes.
Snakes out. Of what were you not
Recreating the Garden of Eden.
Exactly.
Hebu hizi idea hebu tuone kama ni possible. But sasa umongelea story ya culture, watu hawezi kubali.
You never know. It's a very white establishment.
The museum.
Yeah.
Oh, hii hapa.
Yeah.
So you think it's possible?
It can, if there's enough money behind it, enough white people get behind it. Yeah. If King Charles
they don't show up with their behinds.
If King Charles stipulation kupata hiyo
4.5 million euros. How many pounds?
Yeah. I want to see these African snakes that I've heard.
I've heard so much about.
My wife, Lady Kathy, keeps telling me
about African snakes.
Yeah. The fascination.
Fetishizing the African snake.
Yeah, the fascination amongst our white women.
During the days of colonialism, they loved the houseboys.
What did the elephant say to the naked man? How do you breathe with that thing?
Tukiendelea na our tidbit, which is engineer mazoweke mangoma which is our pillar of the day. We have not talked about this, na sijui if you have any thoughts, any musings, any contemplations. Palestine na Israel. It has been going down.
Yes, it does.
Devastatingly so.
Yeah.
It happened
when I was
for years.
Reading through it, I came across what's also happening in Congo.
Tuambie basi. And K9 ulicomment ukasema ati you're a lazy black person, you're a lazy African. Ati utaki kusoma, utaki kufanya research, unategemea Tunado as your source of information. Please do your own research. Unasikia K9. Sisi hatutakuelimisha, but tuko na our prodigal one here mwenye ako na knowledge.
Yeah, I am here to misguide you.
Yes,
so
yes.
as you know,
receive this misguiding with love.
Yeah, well, the weird thing is the amount of conspiracy theories that are circulating, because the last one I came across was the one about how there are oil deposits along the coastline of Gaza, and apparently a few, I don't know how recent it is or was, but Israel was either negotiating like a deal with like oil drilling companies or whatever. I don't know. It's just there's so much. There's a lot going on. But then with the reason why I was surprised with the Congo thing is even I don't know if it's the Red Cross or it's one of these organizations said it's one of the largest displacements, because I think about 7 million people are displaced because of clashes. They may fly to under the radar. Weird question. Is the Russia-Ukraine war still going on? See.
It is.
Yeah, we always jump onto the next nini.
Hata nilikuwa naifikiria kwa sababu kuna time where different football leagues used to have the Ukraine flag next to the scores.
Exactly. And
zika disappear.
Yeah, and
actually zilikuwa replaced na za Turkey. When Turkey had 3 intense earthquakes.
Yeah.
that was the loss of life was also massive.
But then
displacement.
what's
And after
weird
that, they
is
went back, I think, to Ukraine. Then
there was a time there was a racism, whatever, kid for like a few weeks or so. But what's weird is when players come out in support of Palestine, the clubs ban them.
hata niliona hiyo kwa club fulani ya Bundesliga that kuna mse alipost kitu, then club
ikamwambia atoe. So after kutoa I think I'm suspended for like a few weeks.
Actually I think they had a meeting after ambiwa to the post, and I think wera imeisha from what nilikuwa nimecheki. Na hata the way I read the story ilikuwa perceived to be pro Palestine.
So the one I know of was a suspension. I think either 2 or 3 weeks.
From which league?
Still
Bundesliga.
Yeah, still Germany. Kuna, I think another one maybe in Italy. Siko sure.
Yeah, countries in protect two interests zao.
As they always do.
Na ni pro-Israel.
Yeah.
Just as some celebrities.
As they...
What did LeBron say?
I have no idea.
Cause nilikuwa nashiki
LeBron aliingia kwa shida.
Recently. Kuna kitu alisema. Sijui ni alisema kuhusu but ilikuwa sijui kama ilikuwa a pro-Israel stance.
Honestly, I don't know. These days nimeama back niko NFL.
Nilisikia kuna kitu alisema ilikuwa King James that ilikuwa disappointing. And kuna that entire conversation ya celebrities saying certain things, certain moments happen.
The one I saw was the Dave Chappelle one.
Pia iliongelea the Palestine and Israel.
Yeah, so it was at a show, and he was in support of Palestine, but then there was someone in the audience who was pro-Israel, and when Dave Chappelle was saying something, the guy told him to shut the fuck up. And then apparently Dave Chappelle got angry and he's like, yo, you can't take all this aid money from my government and then come to my show to tell me to shut the fuck up. So yeah, apparently some people walked out of the show. Just siku
I'm sure it's
fuatilia, because again, so here's my thing. With social media, you get bombarded with so much information. And how Jewy, it's like they're almost telling you what to think or how to think. So
nakumbuke pia kuna mainstream media and how it packages information. Now the agenda behind news.
Yeah. So there's all these campaigns about ceasefire and it's there's a post I saw that posted like all the names of the I don't know, is it 2,000 or I don't know, I forget the number, but it's like thousands of children who had been killed as a result of the ongoing basically genocide. So with considering the amount of information unabombadiwa nayo, kulikuwa na clips za kumekuwa na clips zimeresurface za is it Netanyahu or Netanyahu of him saying how he wasn't gonna abide by the is it there was an agreement they signed, and it was like so kuna all of this stuff zina resurface, kuna information, kuna nini, so it's very very hard to know the truth from what's being heavily edited.
Unpack. Na pia Palestinians wali complain kuhusu algorithms
because hadi walizimiwa
kuna time
internet na maji
and kuna articles and pieces of information on the web that hawezi access kwa sababu hawataki zifikie the people, ataki the masses zijue the situation. It's a land dispute that goes far back in history.
Hundreds of years.
Goes far back in history.
Thousands of years.
So you can
Now it goes back to religion.
kuna angoli ya dini. Mimi
So
nakumbuka
many. And
niko na stika ya stop Palestine apartheid
we didn't
kwa
start the fire.
mtaani yenye niliendanga for forum fulani
So there was even
ya
the
Amnesty International, maybe mid 2010s.
there was even the what happened at Cheche.
Yes, kulikuwa na hiyo pia,
was it 2 or 3?
commemoration.
2 or 3 people who were arrested.
So
Were they arrested or were they nini? What's the word I'm looking for? They were arrested. No, because there's a word. Because in my mind, like I'm na confuse jail na prison.
you've been to neither.
Nimepigisha maraundi na kwa hiyo nini. I intend not to. Yeah.
Do you have five passports?
I do.
You know the reference?
Yeah, I never go into jail. Never going to jail.
Never going to jail. It's the historical land dispute goes far back, and it got a lot of roots, it got a lot of implications, and kuna people who, whenever these things happen, there are always organizations who've been putting in the work kujaribu kumitigate hizi problems. So it's always best kutafuta those sources of information, people who have talked about these things and they talk about these things, and ujifunze na ulearn to the history and what is happening, because whenever kuna something ita come up kuhusu xenophobia essay, watu nasema tujui what to believe, what is true, what isn't. Wameshinda World Cup, nilikuwa na how imeunite the people. Whenever kuna story ya BLM ikihappen, people are asking, where do we learn more from, where do we get information, how do we get to help? So it's always your prerogative kujifunza, kujielimisha na kustudy, kuunderstand where these things are coming from, because kuna so much material that unaweza access na unaweza get a grasp of kile ina happen. I wanted to mention this tukiongelea Makondo kwa our recording na Slim kuhusu concept ya home, because as tumeongelea Turkey with the earthquakes, displacement, kulikuwa na earthquakes, ilikuwa Morocco pia, earthquakes.
Yeah.
Algeria had a flooding. Homes, lives,
living
out
in the
of
last
displacement.
days. We are
Apocalypse. Eschatology ndio hii.
Yeah.
Now there is
Did you know there's a
Palestine.
The Andromeda galaxy is racing towards the Milky Way,
I think I saw something of
and
that sort.
the two will collide. Yeah, unfortunately it will be like billions of years later, but
Yeah, ndio nilikuwa nisema.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah.
because the distance between the Milky Way and Andromeda,
it's huge.
and that's the closest
That's the
to
closest
us.
galaxy.
It's
The observable universe
it's
has
wild.
trillions of galaxies. Imefika trillions. But anyway, yeah. But hopefully, we'll be, I'll miss it with like a few billions of years. It will be interesting because there's a clip I saw of how the collision would happen.
Zitaka.
And how that it was really.
Iko na kafiti. You love that to happen.
Yeah, man. Like una go uko traffic thika.
Unafikiria bei ya maziwa,
Unafikiria
unafikiria tu life yani.
Kiasi earth just gets hurled out of its orbit.
Na imeisha tu hivyo. Na imeenda tu hivyo. But hiyo time, na pia hizi instances that na mentions, the displacement na loss of lives, ni kufikiria of something that Yusef was one of the authors kutoka Morocco, alikuwa kwa Makondo, alikuwa anasema whenever we interact with other countries, inakuanga kwanza our foundation ni countries are very abstract concepts to us. Lakini up until most of our interactions with countries ni tragedies. And that is how tuna understanding it different. Syria kitu
Somalia,
unajua kitu imehappen,
Iraq,
Somalia, kuna Congo,
Afghanistan,
kuna all of this, Cote d'Ivoire,
Cote
this
d'Ivoire.
imehappen. So that's how we
Yeah.
interact with countries, but we view them as these abstract things, and then inakwanga tu, oh, it's a tragedy here, a tragedy there, a tragedy here.
You invade mental space here for a brief moment in time.
And najua these things desensitize us.
It's like when was the last time you thought about seashells?
These things desensitize us to hizi vitu ziki happen, and ni huge tragedies. Ukiona those clips, those bombings, those...
Yeah, there's. I think the last one I saw, and I just yataka kuangalia was of I think when it was still I think a few days into it, was of a building collapsing. Like, so the building got hit and it just collapsed, and it got like, yeah, nah. I know that, and this is why I say when they say like video games desensitizes you to like violence. I know that's a whole lot of bullshit, because I'm a huge gamer, but still I'm going
Nilikuwa dhani unaenda kwenda kusema how that is true.
Oh no, it's not. No, it's not true. No, because nimecheza Call of Duty tangu nikuwa mtoi.
Una mada tu.
Kwa sniper. Yeah.
Una mada tu watu.
Mimi mbad. Mimi
mada tu wase. Sasa
yeah. My headshot tu na check tu my experience points na zinaongezeka.
Nini ulikuwa niambia vile mfalme King Charles the third.
Bwana Charles.
Ameona the creative sector.
Yeah.
Fika Monday, 2 days ago at the time of hii recording.
Yeah, he has met
wake Camila.
Yeah, he has met the creative sector.
Kitu sijui kama ulicheki hiyo story.
It must not be creative enough.
Speaking out of the creative sector, ulicheki hizo Nissan?
Nissan gani?
Mse, tunaongelea ati maraft na sijui mabot za El Nino nya haifiki.
El Nino inakam.
The British High Commission
ili
suggest an idea to the government, I think the county government, ya kusuka ma Nissan kadha zile during this visit and during this 4-day tour, which ni yake ya kwanza since take over in Africa, watazitumia na watu wao move around for the 4 days that watakuwa hapa. So kuna Nissan that zilipikiwa, and niliona kuna collective flani. So I saw someone called, was it Eva Mungai or someone, akiongelea the collective mwenye wali make the designs of the Nissans. Then sasa Matwana Culture, Brian Wanyama ndio wakafanya the artwork.
Yeah.
So kuna Big Ben iko pale, kuna a bus line pia pale, King na Queen wako pale wamechafua, alafu na
waleka ile picha ya Dedan Kimathi.
Yeah, alafu manamba plates ni za majuu.
That would have been so cool wangesnikisha tu kanini ya Dedan Kimathi mahali.
Brian alikuwa anasema imempatia wera, amekuwa kireceive calls, imejenga msanii, imejenga pia the designers.
Oh yeah.
But hii colonialism. Hey.
So for the bag, you should have seen. So
we are
you should have. So I don't know if Badiko kwa
wanakujia the African snakes, tunabao na tunasack the London English snake.
The English cock. Would you like some tea? Would you like some tea with that dick?
Alafu una receive, lakini at the back of their mind wanasema this dick.
You're looking at me like it ain't a receipt. Like it can make ends meet. Tajoju.
Ni bure.
No, tajoju.
And kumekuwa na groups wenye wamekuwa kitaka
utajoju.
Kuna groups wamekuwa ando wasanii.
Yeah.
Na Hapa ni wapi?
I have no idea.
So ni clip na cheki ya King akimit the creative industry
Yeah.
ya Kenya.
Yeah.
Nimekata kunini. Hii ukoloni bana, yuko sijui. Nilikuwa nasema kuna groups wamekuwa ki demand apologies iletwe, and this happens every other time, lakini apology mtangoja. Unajua hawezi kubali hizo atrocities walifanya. Utakuwa na
See ile story ya Masai.
Mhm.
Ile the nini? No, see which tribe is it? Is it the Pokot?
Story ipi?
They're asking for nini?
Na apology.
Yeah, na do.
Kuna watu wametaka do. Kuna time I think ilikuwa somewhere in the 2010s kulikuwa na wali acknowledge. Ilikuwa nini kuhusu Maumau? Kuna kitu fulani wali acknowledgingi. Ilikuwa a moment.
Yeah.
Tukiwaona huko kwa...
Oh yeah,
Was it-
they'd gone to London actually. There was a whole court case and they won.
Walikuwa huko...
There was a documentary
Yeah,
that was to follow up on whether they... Unajua hiyo do haikuwa iwafikia. I was shocked.
Why you?
I was very shocked, yeah. You know.
Who'd you the royal family? Who'd you the kingdom? The kingdom that we are
Very
worshipping.
shocked. Yeah, I mean, these are the people who
It makes
refuse
sense.
to...
It makes sense the way we are acting. We are trying to be meek and humble due to get the kingdom.
Exactly.
Yes, because the kingdom shall be...
Shall be-
Makes sense. The meek shall inherit the kingdom.
Exactly.
It makes
Now
sense.
Johnson ni mzae,
Ndio,
so...
Makes sense.
King
That's
Charles
our
ni
praise on
yeah,
Kristo.
King Charles ni mzae.
Figure that out.
Yeah.
We shall inherit the
At
kingdom.
most maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, kabla dedi.
Yeah, no, Ruto nasukuma another like around 10, 15 hivi.
Do you know the agenda of this meeting? Yeah, creatives.
Nope.
As nilisema ali alipeana 800M inafaa kufund education. Hiyo ndio kile Ruto amekuwa
Yes, it will
wakiongea
fund
na
education.
fund
We do not know
education.
what that means.
It will
We've been
fund
funding
education,
education
For eternity.
for decades. And still, bado si...
from 76 ilikuwa 7632 ama 76 what 76322
And na
Wait
bado
for four
na
and
bado
now to
kuna
CBC.
kuna
We are funding
concerns
education
kuna
for sure.
concerns za watu wanapata KCPE papers and KCSE papers in time.
Tujali,
But we're funding
funding
education. Funding
Sasa
education.
tunaongelea wasanii Oktoberfest.
Wasanii ya silaha ningekuwa.
Oktoberfest.
What did
Our
you do?
representative.
Ulienda?
Our representative.
Na hata mko nilipia tiko. I had to hustle it for myself.
Inabidi man.
Tunado.
Sasa he was here. Watu wako wasikii podcast.
Hatuna budget. Si watu wako ni
Watu
wanichanga.
views 2-3.
Watu wako
So
ni
we need the
changia.
numbers.
No, but
Tuanze
watu wangu can afford kwenda Oktoberfest.
No,
So-
basi
so-
uko sorted.
So hawataki kusikia my take. They were there, but maybe perhaps
Basi uko sawa.
because maybe your people were like out of the country. Walikuwa na globetrot na Ruto.
And some of them are out of the country for sure.
Yes, you see, exactly. And if they should send some of that diaspora money home.
Back.
Yeah.
Oktoberfest.
Yeah,
I've
yes,
never
sir,
been
yes,
to
sir.
any Oktoberfest.
You never. You should for the next one. I think you should, especially. Not necessarily.
Is
the beer free? No.
not free. Is the idea of the beer?
Oktoberfest. Yeah.
Is it?
Nah. I mean the fact that it's a Tusker event and there are stages that are what's it called, like built around like a brand of beer. So kulikuwa na like last year kulikuwa na stage ya White Cup. So the own stadium is green, like so it evoke the whole Tusker malt and whatever. Apart from that, no, it's not like the real Oktoberfest that happens in Germany.
Na stages ukuwa kadhaa, si ndio? Stages
Oh yes,
ukuwa
yeah.
kadhaa.
Actually this year there were more than they were last year. Because last year nakumbuka najua zilikuwa I think zilikuwa mbili ama tatu, and then with other small ones. I think zilikuwa mbili with other small ones. This year zilikuwa 3 main ones, and then about maybe 2 or 3. So it was huge. It was really. So there was the Ndovu stage, which was the main one. There was the vibe stage, and then there was Nexta's stage. Kulikuwa na uns, which is pali piano, and just would uns was just for DJs.
Ilikuwa na jina
inaitwa uns.
okay.
Uns, I think uns arena. There was one Safaricom, kulikuwa na so nyuma hiyo place ya Safaricom kulikuwa na ingine that was quite empty on Sunday. I don't know how it was on Saturday, but yeah, zilikuwa kadhaa, and then kulikuwa na vendor street, which is like a whole street just lined with vendors, and then katikati ya the vendor street there was like a small stage kind of set up for like watu kujibamba, like I'm saying, like
nasikia ilikuwa Chrome.
Yeah, it was packed. It was really, especially on Saturday, your Diamond. It was seriously packed. It wasn't as full on Sunday. I don't know how it was on Friday.
Unajua Monday lazima manzie mwingie
support government. Wase walikuwa huko at 3 am wakisikiza majege masalseo kwende.
Collide na Andromeda ukiwa kwa traffic. Lazima uishi Wera kwanza na support governor taxes.
Na people
so Monday, Sunday utako?
I don't think if Oktobafest on Sunday at 1 a.m. you're worried about going to work the following morning. I don't think going to work.
What to survive? Survive.
I don't think going to work is that you could get to work mapema is a major concern for you.
But nasema ilikuwa na fewer people because Sunday manze lazima you prepare yourself for
but it was, I think, because of Diamond ilikuwa part. Also the fact that wali take it to like 3 other countries, because kulikuwa na TZ, UG, and I think Rwanda.
I think so.
South. Was it Rwanda?
Sijui ilikuwa Rwanda.
I don't know if it's Rwanda or Burundi.
Diamond mwenye alipigia playback hapo. Niliona snippets za performance yake.
Alikuja na band, but
Tusker Oktobafest the biggest fest in Kenya
festival
now currently.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Hands down.
Easily.
It's not even a competition. Blankets and Wine is what, 2 days?
2 days aje?
Oh, see Blankets and Wine. Koroga.
Yes.
Koroga used to be, but it hasn't happened for a while. Safaricom Jazz Festival.
The numbers that's a niche festival. The numbers that Tusker on a pool.
Yeah, Blankets in 1 day, but to have
and the artists that on a pool
3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, huge space, like, and yote imejaa wenye kulikuwa kumechrome.
Ya wasanii wako na matent nasikia
although the tent ya Nextas ilikuwa ndogo pana.
So ulikuwa uko Sunday?
Nilikuwa uko
Saturday most of the time Nextas.
Nilikuwa uko Saturday na Sunday. So for Saturday nilifika in the at usiku because mimi nilikuwa tatu I was curious kucheki what Diamond would do. But yeah, for Sunday I went because Zaituni was performing. Hint drama.
Yeah. Coming through.
Yeah. But also pia kucheki Nyash. I thought venye Nyash alido was quite smart. Yo kuita bringing back the Sauti Soul, bringing back Kleptomaniacs, kuita Kali, kuita Adi Jukes, who has a song with Diamond and wasn't involved in his show the night before. But yeah, so Diamond was terrible, man. Diamond was terrible. I'd say band yake are one of the
yani go to mbunge.
Yeah, I'd say
Goofy, now you're listening. Fikishia mbunge ujumbe.
Band yake yenye ilicheza hiyo show one of the biggest con artists. Cause hakuna kazi walidu.
Kuna kazi walifanya.
Yeah.
Mimi nilikuwa na cheki DJ hapo, alafu nasikia backing vocals, nasikia vocals.
Yeah, vocals, yeah.
Same to the biggest group.
Sauti Sol?
Wakardinali.
What were you expecting, bana?
Sikia tu backing tu vocals hapo nyuma.
What do you expect, bana? It's Wakardinali.
Munga na sauti.
Sauti ya Munga ilikuwa imepotea.
Haperform.
Alikuwa amesimama
huko nyuma. Ana dance, rap. Pase zake zinafanywa na Ska na Sua and one of their colleagues.
I think Msala alikuwa mavitu. Chuni kama vitu. Pati yake sire.
How was calligraph? So I only watched snippet ya performance ya Diamond kidogo.
Yeah.
Then
you didn't miss anything. Sunday Monday nikaona Mano joke
nilitune in Nyasha akiwa na Jukes kwa stage, then akacha Jukes afanya ngoma zake, then akamaliza na Kali na Fancy Fingers.
Yeah.
Then nikaona Wakardinali.
Uko na Nviri?
Mzizi.
Nviri came
after. Nikaona Wakardinali na nikamaliza.
Nviri came after.
Literally a few hours ago nimeambiwa kwenye alikuwa hakukuwa na watu.
Also ndio akaleta huko.
Alikuwa hiyo stage unasema hiyo ingine.
Vibe.
So naambiwa alikuwa huko hakukuwa na wasee.
Ndio kaita huko.
So nakamuviwa huku kwa the main kondovu.
Mimi
Wakardinali. Wakardinali ilikuwa wafunge show.
Sukatae. Ushanilipa na nimeperform.
Sasa wewe kuuliza kama alimaliza set yake then
mimi sikungoja. He's a terrible performer.
Unasema sijui kama alimaliza set yake kwenye alikuwa kwanza ama aliachia juu kuna wasee.
Probably aliachia.
So alikuwa stage same time na Shin. This is Nyashinski. People will flock.
I think that's I think wali delay time ili delay vibaya because Zaituni was to get on stage at 4. She ended up getting on stage like at 5:36. Yeah. Now at around 5:30. Juu naona kumkavanya alimaliza tu hivi game ya Man U ikianza. Which angeendelea tu would have been better for me.
Of course.
But yeah. So but I think when wali for Saturday it was how they had arranged it was quite like the original schedule was quite smart. Due every other performer on Saturday due Diamond ilikuwa inge stage like at 11 kwa schedule every other performer alikuwa anamaliza set yake by around 10. So I feel the person who got the best who had the best show outside of the main stage was Benso because he like a vibe stage. Plus he's an amazing performer. Band yake was really on point na alikuwa na crowd. Sikuona ya Mutoria because at the time nilikuwa nimeenda kucheki Kinoti na Ethan because walikuwa wamekuwa stage ya Nexters. But yeah, but pia I honestly considering these are people who recently had a huge show at KCC, I figured there'd be a bigger crowd for both Kinoti and Ethan. But yeah, your crowd was quite small. But maybe also walikuwa wameanza kujihamisha to the main stage.
So Bensolo was your standout?
Outside.
OG?
No. Ni OG man, nafanya nini na OG?
Si unasikia mabaki, unasikia vocals huko, unasikia backing track
maybe
huko na kila kitu.
Maybe niende nione madansa wake.
Hey, disrespect, eh?
Do you know
madancers wakiperform.
Yeah, do you know the two guys wenye wako kwa nini? But do you know Major had a better show than Diamond?
Better reception ya audience?
No, like a better performance. He had a better performance than Diamond.
Because both of them have bangers, so I can see
exactly.
their songs resonating very well.
But Diamond has more hits and bigger bangers than Major. So you'd figure if it's about banger for banger.
It's so easy.
Nilijua mse ni Fala venye his first alianza na Bora Ni Enjoy. You know the song? Nikajua this guy is a terrible performer.
Mimi kusikuwatch nilikuwa concerned na Wakardinali wakiingia na Morio Nzenza. It's a banger. But Wakardinali have bangers.
Also kuna bangers.
Wakardinali have bangers banger after banger after banger na ilikuwa energy point waliingia nayo.
Yeah, if they care enough, they'll actually be better performers than I feel Nyashinsky. If they cared.
Me my so the brief segment that I watched ya Nyash, maybe ilikuwa because ilikuwa the tail end of his performance, nilikuwa na feel the energy was very low from him.
Oh yeah, ndio nasema he was low all through which I'm saying
very low. Kuna time niona akisema ati
it's about moments.
Mtaniwia radhi leo nimefanya nini. I don't know what he had done earlier, but ni sentimentally sema akiperform nimekuwa out of pocket kidogo, but ni excitement. Sijui alifanya nini before ma what that was referring to, because siko na context of the full performance, but from what niliwatch the energy ilikuwa
ndio nasema like for him he was
kama piano juke sikapanisha wasi
he was quite smart when alipanga set yake, cause ni msee mwenye a week before amefanya a full 2 hours.
Ile ni Johnny Walker si ndio?
No, so 2 weeks before alifanya Walker Town, a week before alikuwa na 2 hours Tanzania. And then I don't know if it's 2 hours or 1 hour, but alikuwa na an hour plus in Tanzania and an hour plus in UG, back to back. So an hour plus Tanzania on Saturday,
took a toll on him.
An hour plus in UG on Sunday, and then a week after uko na 2 hours Sunday in Kenya. So
na hii wiki yako Soulfest,
but you need a few songs. Check. Get your money man, get your money.
And they're getting
umseni ni mjanja, cause he was like hakuna haja sis, I can't do 2 hours man to pass out ko stage. So he was quite smart with how he played with it, because anajua Wakenya supendanga hype. Bring Kolo na Roba.
Niliata hiyo part naenda kuiwatch tena, naenda kuwatch. So
bring Kolo na Roba, cause I think cause they did like 2-3 songs walifanya swing of course tuendelea
hapo ameplay smart because ina save energy.
Exactly,
ina save energy.
Yeah,
after surprise kusikia sifu bwana because
after a few nini I think ndio akaita Sauti Sol
for short and sweet.
Sauti Sol akafanya short and sweet, and then akafanya nao Malaika, which is also smart. Exactly, no, he was very smart. Very smart.
And that is my concern now Cardinali.
They don't care.
For a lot.
They do not care.
Of years, for many years. And now I watch. Once I wanted to see kama watamwagia wase maji.
Walimwagia sema, of course. Yes, any trademark. You go get this water.
Na perform na tracks kwa background, vocals in a clash.
And
if you're listening to this now any artist, ina kwanga performance 101. Unajua vile uli record kwa studio. The acoustics of the studio, different. Your tone, the mixing and mastering, it's very different.
It's refined
from you on stage. It
exactly.
Can never be the same.
Yes.
It can never be the same.
So after nini Nyash pia kaita Femi One. Wakafanya properly na under the influence.
So my concern too ni with Wakadinali, and I've always said this about them, get a creative director, a music director.
Hawajali man.
Na mtafute performance coach.
Hawajali.
Yani wako na a huge opportunity.
We have a huge catalog.
Ya kupeleka their career to the next level.
You remember
not going there.
Threat Band. I don't know if they're called Threat Band. Walikuwa nachezeanga Okto na band yuchezeanga Okto na Juliani.
Kina nani? Tito, Nako, Benja.
Exactly. So unakumbuka tulienda show ya Okto na show ya Juliani back to back. And Shoya Juliani was way better. Now imagine giving imagine giving that band to our Cardinali that actually cares.
Madness.
Exactly.
Literally
exactly. Because you even open up another income opportunity where sasa if I want to watch Wakadinali si lazima niende performances za club ama hizi big gigs, naweza lipa kwenda show gig ya Wakadinali specifically.
ama easy gigs that organize live performances,
Exactly.
can also call them. So
expand your
territory
revenue stream,
and
but but all in all, I take my hats off to Tusker once again. It was really well organized. It was huge, taking it to different countries, how everything was just run, the deco, like kila kitu. Of course kulikuwa na bullshit hapa na pale venye wasanii walikuwa natritiwa, that will never change, because wase wenye wako kwa ground ni mafala pia. Which is sad. Juu nakumbuka venye tulifika na Wamboi, because we had artist tags, and tukaingia backstage, and then there's this lady who came up and it's like, which team are you with? It's like, oh, we're with Zaituni. It's like, oh, which stage is she performing in? Is she performing at? It's like, oh, she's on the next stage. You're like, oh, okay, sawa then itabidi mwende your stage. So like, okay, sawa. So tumefika, like, okay, where is the next stage? Because you're placing big. And then anatuliza, you don't know where Zaituni is? Like, yo, woman, that is not the question I asked. That's not the question I asked. And the only reason, because, and I realized, because that was on Saturday. On Sunday, we still went to that backstage area and atukulizo maswali. I realized the only reason why they were uptight because Diamond was because hiyo ilikuwa backstage area yake. Because when niliingia on Sunday, as long as kuna tag artist umunge best venye unadai.
Nilisikia kule nini yake ilikuwa backstage yake. Yeah, big deal.
It was huge.
Big deal.
It was huge. But yeah.
Na mamita zake. I must say ilikuwa admirable kuona huyo tani mwite hype man mwenye alikuwa na wakadinali aki fill in verses.
The guy with the bald head.
Si jijo, si skilo hapana. Before the rest wakuja time ya wrong reggae, kuna msee mwenye alikuwa nao most of the time before them, mwenye alikuwa na feeling hizo maverses. Hata unafu ngoma kaa MCA inaanza, domani apigi verse yake, wameenda kwa Sua, then Ska, unashanga ni na hap. Anyway, but ilikuwa admirable ya mwenye alikuwa na feeling, then pia kuna Ska na Suicide pia akirap hizo verses zake. Ska pia na Sua walikuwa on point. They were rapping their verses, giving people the moments, but hey, performance,
honestly, I feel msee akona at least and there might be a tiny light at the end of the tunnel is Ska.
I knew you would say so. Sasa tukimaliza hii shughuli, hii ni another segment which inafunga, inaitwa tunadu teke ama tunadu teke intonation, giving you flavors and different things. So this is a quick wrap up segment. Itakuwa ina appear on a daily. So kuna another segment that will be coming after this as the last segment, if the teke segment would be the final one.
Which kimbusi.
Anyway, as we are finishing this, so when I talk about
Mr. Engineer,
sindio, when kutakuwa na segment inaitwa tunadu tales, TALES, tunadu tales, itakuwa saa determined by you. So that
the listener
segment
or the viewer
itakuwa ni wewe una direct kama ni kutupatia feedback on a particular topic on the show. All the comments or most of them zitakuwa zinakuja hapo. Sometimes the comments zitakuwa zinakuja kwa the wrap up segment, but if not, this segment ya tunadu tales sana ni pia stories from you. So stories, your views, your thoughts on vitu tumeongelea, ama kama kuna particular thing that we are tackled that
basically tunataka mtupatie content,
inakusukuma kucomment. If you want to talk about Palestine, Israel, if you want to talk about
King Charles
sucking the English cock,
oh yes,
if you want to talk about the African snake, maybe you have an experience with the African snake.
Do you know there's an English,
you use this to type those
there's an English delicacy called spotted dick.
I'm not surprised based on majina mo nangaza pombe.
This is a sisi pombe. It's
wanasema.
it's like
Based on
ham,
that,
and it was spotted dick.
I am not surprised.
And sinaona ngozi ya skin Charles hapo kwa shingo.
The nape of his neck.
Kuna auto spots.
But importantly, if you have an experience in life that unataka to share sentiments on,
Share nasi, yes.
unaweza tuambie. It can be also a random story. Unasema, this happened to me, what do you guys think? This is this, what can I do? Vitu kama hizo to share tu sentiments zetu, or also kuchangia on easy segments, on easy stories. Kama if you want to tell us about your nudist colonies experiences, if you have those, zitupe. At the moment we're using the comment section, but pia sana at gmail.com before to figure out the best way ya kukualau kutype stories zako. Kama unataka advice on things or whatever, we'll misguide you, rightfully so teke ulikuwa a Friends fan?
Oh yes, Chandler.
Matthew Perry.
He was my favorite character.
Yeah, 54. Sija returning to Friends in my adulthood. Niliwatching it time inakamiki KTN. Way back. But yes, Matthew Perry aliaga on that 28th. That
Rest in peace.
Patikana kwa tab yake, lakini bado the autopsy ni inconclusive. They're still doing some wanaendelea kufanya hizo investigations. If you are Friends fan pia, you can tell us a favorite Friends story. Vitu kama hizi ndio tutaka. So
your favorite Friends episode.
So alikuwa your favorite character?
Yeah.
Kwa nini?
The his bromance with Joey is what I mold our relationship in the same way, you know. So yeah.
Oh,
for those who watch the show, you get the reference. So mkayo na like mina African tukipatana when you see you hug, you can see just
upon inspiration.
Because he was like it was the first where like the how you feel about your male friend wasn't left unspoken. Like kulikuwa na appreciation, yeah. Umseni is my best friend, and like seriously kind of makes sense.
Unajua, you mentioned that, and I'm thinking how it would be fascinating kujaribu ku explore the same, because you are speaking and kwa mind yangu naona boys in the hood, naona minister society, and I'm thinking of those relationships between our vijana, unajua in the hood,
but
and their lives,
but for
and how
you
that is.
ilikuwa mostly unspoken. Ilikuwa unajua uni boy wangu.
That would be interesting.
He'll ride for me, najua you get
would kill for me,
yeah.
That would be interesting.
But for Joey and Chandler, because they even in some episodes people used to confuse them as a gay couple because they were that close. And so plus he was my favorite
Tell us
character.
yours.
And I do not appreciate
Friends.
the how over the past decade or so it's been a cool thing to hate on Friends and say it wasn't funny. That show was hilarious. And you all know it.
Ni kama watu ku revise history Eminem.
Yeah, man. Saying he was never a good rapper. He might, I mean, it might not have aged the best way.
Shady.
But and people say it wasn't realistic.
Refer to our episode.
Reality na waramba
mnataka more reality versus Jay-Z. And between the last time tulikuwa hapa na sahi tumetaja reference earlier ya Merrily Roll Your Boat. Roger aliperform, alikuwa kwa stage at Poets You Should Know.
Yes, sir.
On the 26th pale.
Thank you to Creative Spills.
Akatesa
Bwana Viko, shukran sana.
Na your love interest when you tuna create scandal.
Yes. And her main partner.
Yes.
That I'm telling you, man, there's a story there.
So inakuja tuta
Disconnect 3.
Also another show that really happened, Dofan alikuwa na Mwariama, Truth Be Told, at the Good Institute.
Yes,
none of these people showed up.
I was
history.
I was recuperating.
The forefront as usual by Dofan story.
It was a Sunday.
Ilikuwa Sato. 7th story ya
What was I doing
Mwariama. I think tutakuwa na footage na itatoka hivi karibuni. Check out social za Dofan uone
nilienda GP kati.
vile ilienda. Umse ilikuwa kuona sisi haja make it. Slim Shaka tulimtaja.
Yes sir.
Alikuwa
He won
Poetry Slam
7th
out of 40 akaimaji namba 7
saba.
kwenye top 10 alifika
Finali
finali
number 7.
alido his thing
I hope
Kuja na
we had an agreement. I hope he put in work. Kuna kitu nilimwambia afanye man.
Yeah, okay.
He knows. Simshaka you know. Na usiku umeniangusha. Otherwise unarudi Brazil.
Arudi Rio. Another show ili happen at Good that tulikuwa pia pamoja na Roja na Irauka ilikuwa Ingredients of Pretty by Wanjiku Mauganga.
Beautiful,
That was
beautiful.
different.
Yeah,
That's
a whole different experience.
Different experience. Anakuanga mostly a performer, storyteller.
We-
This
we-
time
we-
I'll choose different
We spoke a bit
mediums.
actually at my sister's film premiere, Act of Love. Amazing film. Go watch it. Shameless plug. But yeah, but alisema pia she didn't enjoy the talk after. See?
Hiyo ni another conversation that we shall be exploring. Yeah, hizi conversations and talks with artists after the show, cause kuna a discussion that we had after show ishe while we were leaving kuhusu the same
artist conversations after,
we shall be exploring. Ukunitumia ile nini yote that photo of zile musings zako 8 p.m. musings niliandika on paper.
Ziko mali kwa, I think I still have the paper at home.
Nipigie unitumie because I also want to exploit in writing as well.
Okay.
And then Colors, man. Colors Studios,
Zinia, Lisa,
and
and
Spotify Africa.
Karun.
They did their thing.
Did you enjoy it? You did?
I did.
I'm
Nimeshare reaction ya Lisa jana. Then today nimeshare za Zinia na Karun. Done with all of them. Loved what they got into. Loved what they did. I am proud that this is happening for them, yani.
Yeah.
Na
Next up,
after
Kardinali.
years and years and years of work,
tunataka kuna Kardinali on
this
Colors.
is happening na kwa hiyo global platform, putting on vibaya sana,
putting in the
major
work.
sana. Put in the work na vitu zime make two sense. Na at this moment there are Spotify kwa showcase African Kenyan R&B imepata. There's a Lisa, there's a Zina, there's a Karun. Amazing musicians.
There's a Karun. Who would you like to see? Just one Kenyan artist you'd like to see on Colors. Yeah, Roger.
You would like to see Roger. Good for you. Good for you, Roger.
But I'll just exercise. Just one. Pick one. Take it.
Damn, man.
Mr. Engineer.
Trouble.
Mr. Engineer. One Kenyan artist ungetaka kuona akiperform on Colors.
Engineer kifikiria, cause kwa mind yangu nimepitia the obvious answer Nyash.
Zaituni ndio mwenye anajua.
Sasa nimefikiria Nyash and then nikafikiria Zaituni. Literally. Then nikasema na Trouble, man. Trouble yo deserves yo. Sasa nimefikiria Nyash na Zaituni because of vocal performances, but Zaituni would mash it.
Zaituni would be amazing.
Your love interest.
Yeah.
Your love interest.
Kwanza akiingia Colors. Yeah. The drama it gets tunajipata TMZ.
Yeah. And Karun alicomment on that on my video.
Which video?
My reaction video.
Are we doing? Congratulations! You finally released the
What?
LC conversation.
Yo, that thing is beautiful.
Nimekuwa nikingoja.
That thing is so beautiful.
I have been waiting.
That thing is so historic. People have no idea.
No idea.
What?
Tunafanya Karun lini?
Tunamtafuta tu. But ali comment on my reaction video after it okay.
That's how it starts.
I'm in disbelief, but it was so humbling.
That's how it
na hii
starts.
wiki nimekuwa nikipata hizo sentiments sana on my reaction videos za the depth of the reaction, imekuwa very honoring kusoma comments za watu this past few weeks on just those reaction videos. Sana and then today nime share the video and then nimelala sijui at around noon and then Pablo aniamsha na simu 1:30 ilikuwa niamke 3 nikasema acha niamke then nipige as I do kuna any update nimemiss nachikikaru manzi amecomment because Allah
What did she say?
Nikachangamka usingizi
kaisha.
That's kulala tena actually just an hour and 30 minutes zikasuffice and here I am.
Let's see
So Colors na Spotify, check out those performances if you haven't. It's a moment. Hiyo ni history imeandikwa na Zinia na Karun na Lisa, amazing musicians once again. And with that tumefika tamati. Wewe kama mtu wa X, tuongelea X some other time. Nikataka kujua kuhusu
X.
Si Twitter. Not Zaituni, your future ex, but Twitter. Nikataka kujua because Musk iliingia 1 year since Musk take over. Wanted to hear your sentiments on that, but anyway, we shall get into that tukiwa pia na Irauka mwenye ni mtu wa X. And Irauka mwenyewe, speaking of events na activities that have happened between our last recording and now, Irauka direct a dance performance called Transcendence.
Atakuja tell us about it.
So as you can see, people have been busy. They are doing things. Me missing a life.
Meandering aimlessly.
Missing a life. So with that, shukran sana for listening.
Yes, sir.
Tunamaliza na comments za mwisho. One is from Nyanchama kwa our episode 11, chumvi kwa mapua. Alisema, I feel like unafaa kuwa na voice note option kwa comments. I have thoughts, but teaching people how to safely use needles, how to test their drugs, have safe and trustworthy drug dispensaries, addressing the wretched conditions we live in, the wretched of the earth, and actually subverting this, addressing trauma, are far more important things to focus on than just drugs being bad. Engineer unasikia story ya drugs. A state that has its foot on people's necks should have no bearing on how people choose to escape their reality. Obviously, drug addiction is a whole other conversation, which is why I think you all should get an addict on here. Alikuwa amecomment previously akisema tunafaa kukuwa na a recovering addict mwenye anajua who can add
Insight
to the conversation. Yes, then Keitisa mwenye pia nimention earlier alisema, alafu kwa the same episode mjue we are addicted to this podcast. You are full of controversial discussions and we can't help but comment. Alafu some of us are aspiring for political seats na comments zetu hapa zinaweza kuwa pulled up alafu tukiwe cancelled kama Kevin Hart.
He's doing well. He recovered.
And I also said that to K9 kwa comment section. Sana kwa sana, as you've heard, tuko na views 2-3. No one watches.
The internet never forgets.
Uko safe K9. Keep commenting on these controversial topics.
Internet never forgets.
Alafu najua nimention K9 kakumbuka. At least umetokea because nilikuwa niseme clear time tukirecordingi on Mondays after mmekuwa na games upatikanangi.
Yes,
how predictable of you. After games za Man U kulose upatikanangi.
Kale kwanza nataka kukimbia juu game inaanza inanawa.
Shukran sana kwa kusikiza episode 12.
Will I be here for the 13th? Tune in and find out.
Tuambie, give us your feedback on the segments, on the pillars, on this episode. Tashukuru sana. Asante sana for listening and for keeping us afloat. Shukran.